looking shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
All right, Coach, so this old place not quite done yet. There is playoff football to be played in the East Bay in Oakland, California. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Sam off.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
70 Indians.
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Ready. Blue draw quarter. Yo, check 43.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. It's caught by Aguilar. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
Yeah, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
On second down, it's Lindsey. Shoves him aside. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Watch it. 61, matchbox lights.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Bang, 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 bang. 2-jet bombers, 2-jet bombers. Hustle, hustle.
They're going with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check. Go, Chief. Here we go. It's up.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins is shoving his way. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the table and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, a 22. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack on first down, Locke, he's got his big tight end, Fant. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This is the tight end, Fant, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check 24. Check 24. White Monday down. 93. 93. 53's mine.
Shotgun now for Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Get ready. Get ready. Slam, slam, slam. Joker, 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 joker. 7:34. Like 22, he's coming. 22. Hey, high 7. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike's 22, Mike's 22. Here it comes, here it comes. Mike 22, he's 6:37. All day. Hey, orbit. Every day, any day. Later 1, 2, Mike 22.
They do go for it. It's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
7:34. Check 24, check 24. Topper, topper. Check, crunch, crunch. White Monday down.
On first down, Dobbins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
On second down now, Dobbins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Express.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
From just shy of midfield, Carr, he's going to air one. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Andy Isabella, 51 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Mike 50, huh? You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Watch out, watch out. Look, squeeze. Slam.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Score! Check 52. Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot!
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Hey, Charlie. Here I come again. Check nickel. Mike, rock it. Check back. Tighten up. Big grip.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. Aguilar has it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
First down, Broncos.
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 yards there in a Denver 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Locke going to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and he gets it down to the 32. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, stand off.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On first down, Lindsey. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go option to the short side. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Break. Come for you, son.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 25. Check 25. Check 3. Check 3. Express. Ready, right. Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Quit talking to me. Easy. Kill. 5-2.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Carr now to throw, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Number 32, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Tight dog. Alert flare. Express. Motion me out. Hey, watch it. Shift. Kill.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins.
Get it.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That's it. Big hit.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Maher is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Raider 9. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. So, hey, Alpha. 52's the mic.
From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Raider 1. 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Carr able to find Walter. That's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 76 yards. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Spot. No. General West. Shoot.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. Hey, lock it.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check 99. Check 99. Hard. Ready.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Completes it to Aguilar. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Get in the right room. 5.
Locked now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys are able to regain the lead. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
61, matchbox lights. 93.
Here's Carr to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys have now moved out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
22, X3, 218, chopper. Watch the screen. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, he finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Ship. Hey, look.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Bravo. 22. Strip the ball.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Express. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go, defense. 694. Hey, wahoo.
From the gun, Carr being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride. They go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The kick by Marr is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Here we go. Check three.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From just shy of midfield, Locke eluding the pressure right. Airing it out for Hamilton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Exit.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Watch pilot. 64. Weak.
They'll go again with Lindsey. He gets away from one, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Mike 50. Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to go.
Throwing now is Locke. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Another run by Lindsey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Lock to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Nelson Aguilar there to make the grab as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Express. Check. Low. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Keep down.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Express. Hey, 734. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Hey, Echo. Watch the slant. Hey, 734. No, ready.
Back to throw, Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 3. Slam. Joker. Later 9. Check 24. Check. Fresno. Your mind. Go. Like 22.
Carr going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been 1 game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a